If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Eat it! If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club, you bastard. Watch live now, Boaty's World, Wednesday night live. Ah, I might just do that. Sounds absolutely marvellous. When it starts, it's always late. It's always bloody late. He says 11 o'clock. He's never bloody there. Oh, there he is. Oh, sorry, Hedgie. Hello, my little well-buttered rolls. Wine, darlings. How middle-class people get absolutely shit-faced. Good evening, my lovely ones. Go on, have a willy waving, wibbly wobbly, warm welcome from me too. Wednesday night live, darlings. That's it. We've had hump day, and now if you're lucky, it's hump night. Uh, I, yeah, I'm not, I'm not getting my hopes up, quite honestly. I think the chances of anybody turning up at Windy Bum at this hour to assault me in a personal nature are fairly slim. But there we are. There we are. We have to deal with these tricky chaps words. We have to deal with. It is what it is, isn't it, darlings? And I'll tell you what it is. It is going to be an hour of community joy, possibly verging on the orgasmic, because I am incredibly excited to be back with you. And I'm so looking forward to spending this next hour when we are going to wave away Wednesday and we are going to welcome in Thursday. Aren't we, darlings? Yes, we are. And all of the normal rules apply. I would love to hear how your day has been. We all need to know what you've been eating. Do let us know if you've had any dreams lately that were particularly vivid. What else? The Hedgehog of Truth is on hand, should you wish to ask a Hedgehog of Truth question. Sean's box is going to get a right old pounding. I'm in the mood tonight, darlings. A right old pounding, I'm telling you. And the community portable electric telephone is to hand, should you wish to leave a voice note. And I hope that some of you do exactly that. Now then, darlings, I am not going to hang around babbling nonsense at you. You deserve better than that. Well, quite frankly, you deserve better than anything that I've ever thrown at you. But, there we are. I don't know what you did wrong in a past life to deserve this, subjected to this on a daily basis. But anyway, you're paying your penance for it. And that means that you will almost certainly gain admittance into the heaven of your choice. Assuming that your choice offers a kind of heaven type thing. Right, what shall I do next? I'll tell you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to pour some of this wine down my throat. So I won't lie to you, darlings. I've earned it tonight. It's quite a successful night at work. And and after a successful night at work, I think you deserve a bloody good dollop of wine. So, and then I'll dive into your comments, my lovelies. Cheers, your very good health, bottoms up yours, and above all, and I mean this from the heart of my bottom, get stuffed. Oh, that's very welcome. Now then, first cab off the rank tonight. First cab off the rank tonight was the one and only Carol C. If this community was a Roman Colosseum, then Carol C would be one of the ornate pillars holding it up and keeping it all together. Hey, first at the taxi rank. Cheers to Boaty and all the bugs. Cheers, Carol C. Oh, oh, sorry to go Frankie Howard on your arses, darlings, but the good stuff is just hitting the bread basket. Oh. And Carol C urges everybody to like and subscribe. And yeah, I would urge you to do similarly. Paulie Gaultier is with us. Evening, Boaty and everyone. I hope you've all had a good day in whatever you were doing. Nice. Lord Stiff Upper Lip is with us. That's my pilchard. Yo, La Boaty, and yo, and indeed, yo to you, my dear chap. Peter P, the wonderful Peter P is with us. Good evening, honourable Pufflings and Boaty, and a very good evening to you. Simone, hooked on classics, is with us and says, Guten Abend, mein Frau, wie geht es? Hello, Simone, says Peter P. Oh, and he also says, wie geht es? Trisha Alderman, the lovely Trisha, and Paul, possibly. Good evening, Boaty, and all in chat. Ja, ist gut, says Simone. Then there are hellos all flying around. Stu is with us. Hi, all. Guess we're bored, yeah? I'm not bored. Oh, and Stu got a love heart from Bold Foodie Guy. Yeah, Bold Foodie Guy. Interesting. How is that channel so successful? I watched one of his videos where he was talking about being a raving alcoholic and screwing up his life. And I thought, oh, okay, let me have a look at one of your proper videos that actually made you famous. And I looked at them and thought, yeah, whatever. I think a lot of YouTube channels started at a good time, maybe during the pandemic or something. Because I think that because I look at them now and I think, well, why is this channel huge? But there we are. Maybe it's just jealousy on my part because I'm an entirely unsuccessful, tiny little fish in a great big pond. And maybe it's just sour grapes on my part. It probably is because I'm like that. I am super competitive and I do get very sour when I don't win. But there we are. Dinner, says Carol C. Now we're getting to the meat and bones. Dinner was fried haddock, processed peas, chips, and tartar sauce. Was the restaurant busy tonight? Yes. Any builders? No. The skip turned up, the builders didn't. So we've got an empty skip in the yard now with nobody putting anything in it. Andrew Buttigieg joins us, the lovely Ivor Spotty Butty, greets everybody by name. Matron throws her hat into the ring and jumps right into our midst, throwing herself about a bit left and right, and says, evening all. Now then, yes. Ian Hull, and a very good and windy evening to you all. Time to get your tits out. Oh, sorry, get your kites out, says Ian. Steve McDonald is with us. Good evening, Boaty. Good evening, Steve. And good evening, everyone, goes on Steve. That's a very all-inclusive. You can leave a voice note on 07391 175 856, should you wish to, and I hope you do. Stu says, life is hell, just gotta get on with it. Yeah, sometimes that is pretty much what it comes down to, my friend. But hopefully things will become less hellish for you. Oh, Emma, the lovely Emma Lemon of the YouTube channel Emma Lemon, sometimes known as the M11, but still of the YouTube channel Emma Lemon, and that's got two N's in it, by the way. Sometimes known as Emmels, but again from the YouTube channel Emma Lemon. So that's Emma Lemon with a double N, and guess what? She's got a YouTube channel, and if you're not subscribed to it, then she, she would probably wish that you were. But it's up to you. Don't let her pressure you into it. Don't let her bully you into it. If you would like to go and have a look at what she's doing on her channel, then go and look. But do it because you want to, not because anybody tells you to. What I will tell you is that I watched her latest Vlogmas when I was in bed this morning, not touching myself inappropriately or otherwise. And I thought it was really excellent. I enjoyed it very much. I watched two videos in bed this morning whilst not touching myself inappropriately or otherwise. One of them was Emma, and the other one was Sean. Perhaps in a weird anxiety dream tonight, the two will become one and they will be in each other's video. Oh, God, I hope it's not pornographic. Oh, I couldn't cope with that. Anyway, the point is that Emma Lemon of the YouTube channel, Emma Lemon, says good heathening. And that was quite a build-up for two bleeding words, wasn't it? Rent, lettings. Former sponsor of this here very live stream, no less, is with us and says, good evening, everyone, and Captain. Love Boaty. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hiya, Rent. I keep you forgetting your name. I am sorry, says Matron. It's Nick, Matron. It's Nick. Hedgehog of Truth question from Carol C. What is the most erogenous part of your body? Oh, well, I mean, the obvious one is the answer to that. The most erogenous part of my body is no, actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change my answer. The most erogenous part of my body, and this is a Hedgehog of Truth question, so I'm answering entirely truthfully. The most erogenous part of my body is my brain. That's where all of the action is. If you engage that in the right way, then I promise you, everything else will absolutely follow. That is a genuine answer to that question. If yes, yeah, that's the truth. I mean, there are other erogenous parts of my body. All of the normal suspects, you know. I don't say no to a bit of lipstick around the nipple or around other areas. Well, let's not get into that too deeply, shall we? But the point is that when it comes to the hurly-burly of the chaise longue, then I'm quite a cerebral chap. I find that engaging the brain as well as other areas really does enhance the experience. And indeed, I have had many memorable experiences, but the most memorable is and was the most memorable because it was the one that engaged here the most. It added an extra, it was the raspberry sauce on my ice cream, or it was the hundreds and thousands on top of the raspberry sauce on my ice cream. It was very nice anyway. It really was. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, happy memories. Hang on, I'll just calm down and cool myself off. Ah, happy days. Oh, and she messaged me. She messaged me tonight. She's been ringing me, and I've not been answering. And so tonight she actually sent a message rather than just a missed phone call. There we are. A little insight into my personal life that doesn't exist other than in my imagination. Honestly, if I had to give up half my love life, I which half to give up the thinking about it or the talking about it. Where did we get to? Oh, and Nick is telling Matron that his name is Nick. Yeah, his name is Nick Matron. I told you, and now Nick has told you, so you've got a double confirmation there. Uh, oh, hello. Great minds. I genuinely didn't see this. I haven't read ahead. But Matron says, mine is my brain, Carol C. I know you didn't ask. But that's interesting, Matron. That's interesting because at first I just thought, yeah, well, I mean, the obvious part. But no, it is very definitely. I'm like you. It is the brain. That's what makes the difference between, a perfectly enjoyable spot of hurly burly and a truly breathtaking and memorable engagement to the tune thereof. You know, large portions of the tune thereof. Bosh. Nick, I will remember eventually. Hi, Nick, says Matron. Emma says, yep, please send voice notes, but no pre-recorded stuff, please. Otherwise, Matron will spank your butt with the implement she purchased in her Vlogmas video. Indeed, says Matron. Yeah, I've had two little unfortunate things recently, darlings. One was that after Simone sent that recorded thing, then I got a copyright wallop and and that video got demonetized. Not the end of the world, but I could do without it, to be honest. And the other one was that Sunday Lunch Live, where we had that silly person coming in with their own agenda, banging on about this, that, and the other, because they were banging on about things that I'm not going to mention now because I don't want to get into any more bloody trouble. The entire video, the entire live stream got removed, and I've been hit with a 90-day community guidelines strike. So, how selfish was that? Somebody who's an infrequent member of our community comes along, trolls us all with their own agenda, ruins our day, and has effect on my channel. I've got a 90-day strike hanging over me now, and that means that if I get another transgression of that nature within those 90 days, then boom, that's me finished. So thanks for that, mate. Where did I get to? Nick says, I've been told I can set up a personal YouTube channel. I'll ask my son to help me. Oh, good shout. Best of luck, says Matron, and do shout when it's up and running, and I'll shout you out. Yeah, we'll push it. We'll push it for you, mate. For Mash Get Smash, ings that like button like what I have just done, says Ian Hully. Bold foodie guy, says Stu. Cumbrian entrenchement. Don't know what that means. Sour grape, says Steve. Yeah, it is. I need to get some advice about getting back into work welding, says Simone. I'm thinking of making a video about it. Well, make the video about needing some advice, and maybe you will get some. I can only apologize. I can only apologize. If you spend an hour or more every day just with your mouth constantly open, non-stop yapping, there's going to be a wine burp. I'm not proud, but neither am I ashamed. It happens. What I am proud of is this. Andrex Ultimate Quilts. Oh, yes. Because, quite honestly, my bottom deserves no less. I've got quite a sensitive bottom. Now then, where did I get to? Steve says his spend on crap food is going to kill him. Black Lions, good evening to you. Boaty, nearly 7K subs is an achievement, and it will eventually start snowballing, I'm sure. Well, I mean, fingers crossed, touch wood. Wouldn't that be fabulous? Paulie Galtieri says, Boaty, you've got a fine fleet of interesting cars. Better than some bigger car-based channels. Oh, well, thank you for that. Emerald is better, says Stu. Food talk again. Ian says today's lunch was pork sausage and fried onion cobs. If that meets with your lordship's approval, it totally does. It totally does. Now, what did I have for lunch? Oh, I had the Nepali rolls, didn't I? Right. What a day I've had today. I made a little video about it for you to watch tomorrow. Basically, I got up at the crack of dawn this morning and I've literally spent all day editing. I edited from 9:30 to live stream tickle. Let's see if wine helps. It never hurts. I edited from about 9:30 to 3:30, getting that damn wretched video out. 4 hours of Nicki Minaj, and I got down to just over an hour. And then I had a nightmare exporting it, and then it took about 4.5 hours to upload, which is why it didn't go live until 9 o'clock. If you haven't seen it, then I hope you enjoy some of it, a bit of it, maybe. Doing the edit and watching little bits subsequently, it's just made me, I'll tell you the truth, hand on hedgehog, I'll tell you what it's made. It's made me dread next Monday if I don't do something similar. That's the truth. I am dreading the idea of not doing something like that next Monday. The idea of just, I don't know, being skinned, sitting in the cottage or just pottering about. I would love to be in a situation where I could do something like that every week. Not every day, just every week. I would love to be earning enough money so that I could just do it, or I would love for the YouTube to be doing well enough that the video I made paid for the next trip. So, I mean, the video that went out tonight will probably make 3 or 4 quid. Now, imagine it made 100 quid. Well, that would pay for doing it again the next week, wouldn't it? And that would be the dream come true, where the stuff that you did for YouTube was paid for by the video that you made about doing the stuff for YouTube. Never mind actually earning a income or living from it. I would be very, very happy with that if one video just paid for making the next one. Or I would be happy with just having enough, because I'm not lazy. I'm a grafter. I've always been a grafter. I'm from South Wales. I'm a Valleys boy. I'm an old Welsh pit pony. We all are from the valleys. We are made for ceaseless, senseless work. And I'm no different. And I will graft. I'm happy to graft. And on that subject, I told Ram today, I said, look, I'm giving you advance notice of my notice that if by the end of this month, if my income hasn't changed or something isn't in progress which will make my income change, then sorry, mate, but I'm off. So there you go. I've told him, and I will tell Bishnu the same thing. And then it's up to them, isn't it? Ram's not particularly happy about it. Well, that's kind of an understatement. But there we are. There we are. There's got to be a better way. Say it again. Yeah, so if things don't change, they'll stay the same. And if you don't want them to stay the same, change something. Do something different. So yeah, we were talking about Ian's lunch, weren't we? Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do for food, because I haven't got my stock of staff curry that I've normally got, which means I don't have to think about anything. And now I don't know what to do tonight. I could do Chinese chicken curry again, like I did last night. I've got the doings for that. Or I could make, what was the other thing I thought of? Oh, I've got some sausages. I could do sausages with some with some new potatoes that I could parboil and then crush and then roast in olive oil with Mediterranean and Gozitan herbs and do some roast shallot, uh, sauce or gravy or something to go with it. I don't know. I don't know. The world's my lobster, isn't it? Uh, I'll decide after the live stream. I'll probably just do Chinese chicken curry again. It's nice and easy, isn't it? And yeah, that's what you want. I'm going to be tired again tonight, darlings. I'm feeling absolutely grand and thriving at the moment, but I know I'm going to be tired because I've had a couple of late nights, which is normal for me, but I've had a couple of very early mornings as well. I was early again this morning. God, maybe, I don't know, maybe something is changing. Maybe my life is changing. Maybe I'm not going to be lying in bed until all hours. Maybe I'm going to be all thrusty and up for it. And I mean, look at yesterday. Bloody hell, was it only yesterday that I woke up in beautiful Carnarvon and I was out of the hotel and walking around the harbour at a ridiculously early hour and loving it, darlings. Loving it. Loving it, I was. I was loving it. Oh, yeah. I so want to do it again next Monday in Yvette Carte Blanche. I want to do something in Yvette Carte Blanche. Now, I feel that I've been properly introduced to Officer Crabtree now. We know each other. We love each other. Well, I love him. I don't know how he feels about me. I mean, he hasn't run away. He's not, what's it called? Gobshiting. He's not gobshiting me, gaslighting. Gaslighting me. He's not doing that or shadow boxing me or any of the other current things that people do. I'm not very good with these terms. What is it called then when somebody ruthlessly sleeps with you for a couple of weeks, says that they love you, and then just keeps you at arm's length for the next 9 years? What? But then occasionally pulls you back in when you pull away. And what's the term for that? I bet there is a term for it. I'm rather scared, to be honest, say Simone. Oh, embrace the fear, darling. Embrace the fear and run with it. Make a video about being too scared to make a video. That is the key to making videos, darlings. If you can't make a video because you're too scared, video about being too scared to make a video. If you haven't got enough time to make a video, make a video about not having enough time to make a video. That is the key to it. That is the key to content. It's well, but then don't take my advice because I am magnificently unsuccessful. Contact Bold Foodie Guy and say, "Hello, Bold Foodie Guy. I've looked at your videos and they're crap, and yet you are incredibly successful. How did you do it, mate? What's the secret?" I'm running out of combinations, says Black Lines. Boaty ain't got Alzheimer's anytime soon, says Stuart. Well, please God. His largest organ, says Peter P. Boaty's mouth. It gets used the most, says Ian Hully. Bunghole. Brain, says Stu. Lipstick on the dipstick, yes. I can understand, says Matron. But if you have a passion or interest in welding, you will do well. Take it one day at a time, Simone. Shays long. Emma's Vlogmas is here, says Matron, and puts the link. Nick says this is starting to get all MasterChef. Oh, don't get me started on that. Fucking typical of the way things go now, isn't it? Everybody's lining up. Everybody's kept stum for God knows how long, but in this hashtag Me Too environment that we live in now, the floodgates open, and suddenly everybody and his wife and his daughter and his dog has been offended or touched up or rubbed up against by poor old Greg Wallace. I just hope that his sausage roll shops keep on doing all right and keep him into the style that he's probably become accustomed. Yeah, he's probably been inappropriate quite a few times, but he's a man of his generation. He's my age. Well, he's older than me. And he hasn't moved with the times. Well, don't shoot him for that. If he's podgered somebody without their consent, then yeah, hang him up to dry. No argument with that. But if all he's done is make some jokes that bloody some people decide that they're going to be offended by, or being a bit robust with his chat, then just bugger off. I do that on a nightly basis. Am I a bad person? No. Am I a threat to you in any way? I don't think so. People have come and stayed with me. They've emerged unscathed. Am I inappropriate? Yeah, I'm totally inappropriate. And no doubt, if I was on any sort of stage, then I would be shut down as well, because I can't bloody help myself, can I? There'd be hundreds of pedestrians writing, starting a class action lawsuit against me. I was just innocently walking down the road, and that man there, Your Honour, was driving past in the car, and he said, "I'll have that one." He objectified me. I felt, oh God Almighty. I can't believe you put the So Macho song in my head. That was repressed for years, says Black Lions. Don't know who that's aimed at. Matt Furious can do it. You can do it, says Stu. Yeah, even Mustard can do it. Boaty's brain and my brain have erogenous zone snapped, says Matron. And I'm a little disturbed. Ah, yeah, well, once that connection is there, it can never be taken away. Hi, everyone, says Jimmy Quinn. And Jimmy, it is such a joy and relief to us all that you are back with us. And long may it continue, my friend. Fuzzy Boaty again, says Peter P. I'm all right. I don't know about you lot. How can that be fair if someone else does it that you lose your channel, said Black Lines? Nobody ever said that YouTube or life in general has to be fair. Nobody has ever said that. Many things in life aren't fair. Yes, Andrew, it was indeed. Hello, everyone, says Ross, Dino Dad. I've got a lemon tree on my balcony, says Stu. Oh, balcony, you posh sod. Oh, this is my kind of content, says Emma. Bog roll. Is my internet wonky, or does Boaty keep on losing his face? Right, don't know what all that's about, darlings. Don't know what's going on. You were talking about it last night as well. Not a clue. Is tide maybe my internet is going a bit dodgy? I don't know. Just quirks and features, and that's a name to reckon with that I don't remember having seen before. I heard Hubnut got arrested for sleeping in the back of his Berlingo in an area well known for dogging. Well, that may or may not be true. Josh Homan says here, and it is fantastic to have you. Welcome, you are amongst friends. Thank you for joining us. Matron says, regarding community guidelines strike, the individual is banned, and if there's any chat similar to what he was saying, sorry, we have to be heavy-handed with the delete post button. Nothing personal. Peter P also has a sloppy Boaty. I'm sorry about that, darlings. I don't know why I'm being sloppy for you. I'm just doing my best. Good evening, all, says Bad Books, and a jolly good evening to you. The web is a tad winky, says Stu. Carol C enjoyed my latest video, and I'm delighted to hear it. It might not be the best video in the world, although God knows it was edited long enough. But it was a wonderful couple of days. It meant a lot to me personally, and I hope some of that comes out in the video, and you can get a little bit of pleasure from it. Maybe some inspiration. I don't know. It's certainly inspired me to want to do the same again, over and over and over, in fact. Is it still so strong and very, very long, RC and Hully? Uh, and what about the toilet roll? Oh, I've got it now. Yeah, I've got the fuzziness. Oh, now it's all right on the camera that I'm looking at there, but on here, yeah, I went all fuzzy. I don't know, darling, so I apologize. It's windy outside. I live in a remote area. It might be that the broadband connection is not the best. Um, Maybe I should turn off all the other devices. I've used that toilet paper, says Paulie Galtieri. It's rather good. I hope not the exact same. Uh, don't you have any cars you could kip in on a road trip, Boaty? Or are you too posh for that? Asks Emma. No, I'm not too posh for that, Emma. I'm too big for that. I bought a Ford Galaxy with the intention of doing that in it with Chinese Madam. But I'm just too big for any of that shenanigans. So, no. And to be honest, when there's a hotel available for 27 quid, I'd rather just get a better job so I could afford to throw 27 quid at a hotel. You know, quite honestly, what's 27 quid? It should be nothing, really. People pay 27 quid for a round of drinks or a lunch or something really inconsequential, or I don't know, a week or two's worth of Netflix or whatever it's called. Um, yeah, I should just have a better paid job, and then I wouldn't have to worry about these things. I could just do it. It's great when a Labrador puppy isn't available, says Portly. So many compadres here. Imperishable, says Stu. Has he gone to use the loo? No, no, no. Good evening to one and all, says Josh. Emma, the Land Rover would have been brilliant for camping in, says Black Lines, except it wouldn't. A Freelander has not got enough room for somebody of my size to sleep in. It just hasn't. Now, if you put a roof tent on the roof, then maybe, but God, they're expensive. um, the plan for about 4 years has been to grab a camper for the Monday night things, and that might be a plan again, but circumstances need to change a tad, and when they do, then we'll the options. I just know that for the sake of my for the sake of everything about me, really, I need to be doing stuff like that on a Monday. Um, it's just it's such a massive lift, mentally, emotionally. It's you know, it was a little road trip to somewhere not a million miles away in the cheapest hotel room known to man, and I took my own food. So it's not like I've gone and had a royal. I didn't go to the pub. I didn't do anything like that. It's not like I've gone absolutely mad. It was what it was. It was a nice drive on some roads, a stupidly cheap hotel, eating my own food rather than eating out or anything like that. And yet it made a massive difference. And I need to be doing that on a weekly basis because it just makes life a lot more bearable and makes me a lot more positive about everything else. Otherwise, you just get into the same old bloody bogged down oh, merry-go-round of doing the same, and it becomes a bit disheartening. You need something, that's why we had working weeks and weekends. You have a good weekend and you can cope with the working week. when the working week lasts for the entire week and you've got no break from it, no lift from it, then you start getting a bit downbeat and downcast. And like I say, I'm a grafter. I'm happy to put the graft in. I'm working hard. I'm just not being paid for working hard. Partly because I put a lot of work into YouTube and that doesn't pay me very well, if at all. And I put a lot of work into the restaurant and that doesn't pay me very well either. So I need to work just as hard as I do, but in a different environment. So I just earn a little bit more and then I can have my Monday treat and I will be happy. So here we are. Yvette with the top up is like a tent, says Peter Pete. Yeah, kind of. That noise of the rain on the roof. I really want to do it in Yvette next. I think Yvette and I think we're going to become jolly good friends. I've already forgotten what she's like because, I only had her for those couple of days, couple of trips to work, the trip to collect her. I need a bonding road trip with her like I did with Officer Crabtree, and then we'll have a proper connection then. But I think Yvette and I think we're going to be tight, especially with that gramophone in there. Good evening to all, says Josh. Always happy to show up, and we are grateful. Lord of mercy, says Steve. Good to have you here, Josh, says Matron. Boaty could do a road trip from home, says Carol, as there are beautiful places and roads on his doorstep, and then sleep in the spare bedroom for a change of bed and view. That's actually quite an amusing idea. Yeah, I could have a night in my own guest cupboard. It did occur to me, thinking about these Monday things and everything, I'll just throw it out there that if any of you guys have got any idea of something that I could do, or if you would be in any way interested in meeting up for a drink or a lunch or, an evening drink or just a chat or whatever somewhere near you and it would make an interesting road trip, then do shout out 'cause I'd love to combine the two. Uh, there are, I'd love to meet as many of you as I possibly could. So if we could kill two birds with one stone, and you say, well, I live here. There's a travel lodge just up the road, and we could meet up and have a few drinks and whatnot. Then do shout me. I would be all ears. I would be open to the idea. Or if there's some activity near you that I said in today's video, I said I found that railway and I really want to do it, but I'd love to do it with somebody else because things tend to be more fun when you're not on your own, And I said, would anybody be prepared to come and have a go on the railway with me because it'd be more fun. So that is a genuine invitation. If any of you would like to come on a road trip with me or meet me for a drink or a chat or whatever, or anything of that nature, then please do shout out because I would absolutely consider it. Look at me and Emma and me and Matron and the stuff that we didn't know each other. Emma and I didn't know each other. We both took a bit of a chance, but look at the amazing times that we had. And that was just through thinking, yeah. So if anybody would be up for something like that, doing a road trip, doing a day trip, anything at all of that nature, please do shout out because I will genuinely consider it because, well, nothing bad's happened yet. Seriously, do shout out. Emma did, and she didn't regret it too much. Um, Boaty will be joining the Rambling Club next. Oh, God. That's the thing, says Black Lines. The restaurant hours also dictate your life. You can never get an early night to wake up early and catch a sunrise or function in the morning. You deserve more cash for sure. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Bernarding, says Peter P. Fanny by gaslight. Oh, I see. That's in relation to Bernarding. That would be the phrase for it. How are things going, mate, with that bird that you were saying? Oh, I've been Bernarded. She's Bernarding me. There. Fanny by gaslight, says to you. One night stand, says Matron. It was more than one night. Poorly Galtieri says Fanny Craddock stuffing a raw turkey was a random video in my feed today. Everybody's offended by everything these days, says Josh. Down with this sort of thing, says Peter P. Bernard Manning is funny, fact. Well, actually, Bernard Manning is dead, fact. But he used to be funny at times. Mr. Bean in the house, says Andrew. Careful now, says Paulie Galtieri. Project Nigel, dear old Captain Mustard is with us, or was. Good evening, potato peelers, and evening mustard, says Matron in response. Blackline says Greg Wallace is probably more annoyed he'll have to buy his own food from now on. Community Nutcracker is in the house, says Emma. Josh says Big Clive almost lost his channel due to his live streams. He had to move his live videos to Twitch. I don't know who Big Clive is, but well, there you go. It's a thing, isn't it? It's a thing. I turned round in my living room once, says Black Lines, to see Greg Wallace checking out my backside. I was so offended I changed the channel. Mustard hasn't drunk his brown sauce yet. Sleeping in the car rocks, says Mustard. Yeah, well, it might do for you. You're not my size. And I had to hoover you out of that car. Not these days, says Josh. Cars are pretty uncomfortable now. I will be making a video camping out in Kenneth soon, says Mustard. Oh, good for you. Good for you. SPF, and good evening to you, says Boaty. It's not possible to do live streams if you have community strikes. I heard you say other YouTubers should post proof of their earnings. You should post proof of your community strike. I'm absolutely happy to do that. No problem at all. Bear with me. Right, this is going to be in my dashboard. Oh, hang on, you're going to see all sorts of other stuff that I might not want you to see. Is there anything else there that I don't want you to see? No, I think that's okay. Right, have a look there where it says channel violations, active community guidelines strike there, and then there in important notifications, community guidelines, blah, 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 blah. So there you go. Why would I lie about something like that? One odd thought, but there you go. Unfortunately, it is a very real thing, and I am somewhat annoyed by it. 90 days I'm stuck with that. And I had to do a training course today to learn about what is acceptable for YouTube community. So I can talk about podgering, but the kind of talk that happened on a Sunday, not by my hand, totally unacceptable. We've all seen what sleeping in a car is like, says Paulie Galtieri, thanks to some hippie in a Belingo. It's cold and uncomfortable. No Casbah tonight, says Peter P. I believe they have an anniversary. Ah, yes. Oh, and Matron says he has SPF to our private group. No one else needs to see it, but I've shown you anyway because, I don't hide anything from you guys, do I? Life sucks and then you die. Repeat, says Stu. Well, you don't repeat because it only happens once. And the point is the second part of that thing that, you know, at some point it will all be over. So make the bloody best of it. That's what I say. It might not be wine and roses all the way through. Life can be tough, but make the best of it because, to the best of my knowledge, you only get one go. So, you know,
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Dear, oh dear. I get way under the going rate for my hard work, says Portugal here, and it's beginning to pee me off. That sounds fun, Mustard, says Matron. Hope it lives up to expectations. It does sound fun, Mustard, camping in a car. What are you planning to do to annoy your wife? That's what, that means you're going to have to do that. Or did you just see the viewing figures that Hugner got for his and thought, I could do that? I would do anything for views, but I won't do that. I should get at least 20,000 views for staying in a bloody Travelodge. I used to stay in nice hotels in my previous life. Wilmslow is accessible, says Steele, or Alderley Edge. Don't know where either of those are. I'm a loner, thanks, says Jimmy. We know that. Do you have a pound to shove in the slot, says Carol C? I do. Would you like me to do that for you now? I can do that for you. Here is the box. Here is the pound. Look, there it is. It's a real one. It's not chocolate. And ready? In it goes. There you go, darlings. The box has been ceremonially pounded. Honestly, says Emma, Boaty is a good host. You will be well fed, lots of conversation, drives out, and he even provides ample bog roll. Oh dear. I'm still here, says Mustard. This time of year, I'm too busy with the Christmas prep, says Carol C. But thanks for the invite. The invite will be there in New Year, spring, summer. It's a perpetual invite for all of you lovely people. Nothing bad has happened yet, says Matron, meeting up with Mr. B. Only great stuff. I agree. It has been great. We've had some great times. Simone's off and says good night, and everybody says good night back. Big Clive is an electronics YouTuber that does product teardowns and reverse engineering. His raunchy personality makes him popular. Well, there were a few dubious moments, says Emma. Swinging moves in the kitchen, little tinkles in the night air, ghosts smashing the light fittings. Yeah, that did happen. That did happen. We did witness a bit of paranormal activity there here in Windy Bum. Boaty falling asleep with his noodles. Yeah, well, I don't remember that. If I don't remember it, it didn't happen. That's the rule. Unless you videoed it, in which case it probably did happen. How come I'm not showing a subscribe to this channel anymore? Asked Blacklines. I don't know. Click subscribe again. Be another subscribe. Hit the button. I don't know, mate. Good evening to you, one and all, says IBD Warrior. Dave Smith is with us. I've been watching Keith Chegwin and Gandalf big in the 90s. It's fantastic. Keith Chegwin and Gandalf. Jimmy Quinn says the best 70s comic is Jimmy Jones. He's on YouTube and he's still working at 85. Shit in me 90s, says Emma. Josh says if you are accidentally unsubscribed, just hit the subscribe button again. It must be a glitch on their end. It's a bloody glitch that cost me 84 subscribers and counting. Bloody hell. I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but YouTube have had a right old cull with me. Yeah, it was showing a subscribe button, says Black Lines, but yeah, I still got the live notification earlier. Oh, don't know. SPF says, Boaty, we all can't see that. Well, why not? You should post a video of it or put an image on as a community post. When will you do that so that we can all see it? I can't be asked. I will show it to you again. Use your eyes. It's not difficult. Right, I'll take a screenshot and then I can blow it up. Oh shit, wrong button. Bloody hell. Why am I doing this? Why do you think that I would not tell the truth about this out of interest? Because it's not like it's in my interest, is it? I wish this hadn't happened. It's not something that I would make up. But if you hold on, anything for a viewer, I will show you. Right. Look carefully. There you go. Now that should have been clearly visible to the naked eye. Put it on a bloody community post. These live streams, on a serious note, I know that these live streams are publicly available. They don't tend to get watched outside of you lot. These live streams are my inner scrotum. You special people, the nearest and the dearest, and I pretty much share everything with you. There will be things that I share within a live stream that I'm not going to put on a community post and I'm not going to put on a normal video. There, you guys get special privileges. So, things that I will do here, I'm not going to do on a video or on a community post or on a Facebook post or anything like that. I know that anybody can tune into a live stream or watch it afterwards and see, but people tend not to. So I feel comfortable sharing stuff here that I wouldn't do where it is more likely to be seen by other random people. Seriously, SPF, says Peter P. Blackline says SPF. I saw it. Emma says, why are you so desperate, SPL? What's that effing smell, says Matron. Beware, I have a big broom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Well, don't they? Oh, is Sherry here? Oh, she is. Gotta be me, Sherry. Hello. Oh my God, I've been reading your posts in Facebook. Oh, how brilliant to have you here. Oh, Boaty, have you ever had a Renault 25? Says Paulie Galtieri. Yeah, quite a few. I was very fond of them. Boaty, you put the photo I took of you asleep in your noodles on your own video. Oh, did I? Oh, okay. I don't remember what I put on videos or what I do in live streams. Oh dear. Somebody wipes my hard drive every 24 hours, and I have no memory of things. People have to tell me. Oh gosh, yes, says Matron. Boaty gave me a backwards lap dance thing because he wanted me to grope his moobage. I've had too many bowel movements today, says Mustard. Oh, and community crap snap mustard, says Emma. Greg Wallace is welcome here, says Stu. Don't feed the troll, says Peter P. Sherry says, thanks for the greetings all. Still in rehab, hoping to start more physical therapy that will get me walking again and living again. By the way, do any of you know the Australian show Arnold from Accounts? Sherry, you threw me when you first talked about rehab. Oh, excuse me. In the Facebook group, I thought, my God, I thought you were in that drugs rehab place that all of the celebrities go to. But apologies for not directly replying to any of your posts as yet. It's been a busy few days, what with going away and the preparations for going away and the making videos of going away and all of that. But oh, it's so nice to have you here. Mustard has been eating pork, biscuits, and toast, and he's had 9 visits. Oh dear. Mind you, I've been a bit overactive in that department over the last 3 or 4 days. It was a bit of a concern for going away. I didn't want to mention it because I don't talk about those things much. But yeah, I've been having issues in the engine room, I must admit. Things are not as they should be and haven't been for 3 or 4 days. Is our community Karen happy now? Asks Emma. What's the problem here? Am I missing something? Says Paulie. If anything came up on screen that Boaty shouldn't put, I would ping him a warning, but usually he's a very good boy. It's all gone hubnut, says Emma. Matron says, chat peeps. Please click on the name and click ignore if you don't like someone's posts. That's quite useful. Dash Smith says, evening all. I've just noticed I've been unsubscribed too. I've subscribed again. Ah, bloody hell. Is that what's been going on? So, obviously, as some of you know, the other day I lost 84. It ended up 84 subscribers in a 24-hour period. And it sounds like some dolphins have been caught in the net. And some of you, my really long-term, regular, massively valued members of the Inner Scrotum, you've all been unsubscribed. So do check. Do check. And if you have been unsubscribed, please click that button again. I'm sorry about that. Nothing to do with me. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Some arsewipe reported Boaty then, says Paulie. And I have managed to catch up with the comments, and it is 4 minutes past midnight, darling. So it's kind of time to go, really, isn't it? I've got plenty of stuff that I can be getting on with, and I'm sure you guys have too. So, well, a massive thank you from the heart of my bottom for giving me your time this evening. As always, I'm genuinely grateful. Yeah, if you've watched the video from the Snowdonia trip, I hope that you enjoyed it. Um, if you haven't watched it, then I hope that you do, and I hope that you enjoy it. Then SPF says, Boaty, you said other YouTubers should post proof of their earnings. Well, no, I didn't say exactly that, did I, SPF? If you're going to come out with stuff like that, make it accurate. I said that YouTubers who refuted other videos showing their earnings, which are available on many websites, or you can work them out yourself. It's not difficult to do. If you're going to refute what it's pretty obvious that you earn, then give some proof. Otherwise, the refuting is pretty worthless, isn't it? To explain the context, there are channels that mainly based in America, it's easy to see what somebody's earning from YouTube. Honestly, it's easy to see. There are websites out there that do it, blah, blah, blah. You can work it out yourself. I've shown you how to do it in previous live streams. And sometimes they put videos out saying, this is the channel. They did it with Bold Foodie Guy and with, what's his name? What's It Eats. I can't remember the name of the channel. Somebody Eats. Gary Eats, maybe. And they put videos out saying, this is the channel, this is what they do, and this is how much they earn. And they're complimentary videos. And for some reason, these channel owners, like the Gary Eating person and the Bold Food person, they put out videos saying, no, 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 I don't earn that at all. They don't know what they're talking about. I don't earn that. But they don't tell you how much they do earn, right? They just say, no, I don't earn that. I don't earn that. And blah, blah, blah. But they don't give you anything, right? If you want to refute what somebody's saying that you earn, tell them what you do earn. So if they say that you earn £5,000 a month, say, no, I'd love to earn £5,000 a month, but I don't. I earn in this month, I earned £3,500. And then, okay. But don't just say, no, I don't earn that. And then don't say how much you do earn. Otherwise, your video is fucking pointless, isn't it? Right? If nobody forced you to put that video out, somebody puts a thing out and they say, right, according to the figures that are commonly available, publicly available, you have earned this amount. If you want to deny it, then at least give some substance to it. Just say, no, 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 no. That's silly. The same should be expected of you with your community strike. We did not see the reason. It could be because you changed title. Don't be an arse. Seriously, don't be an arse. Do you want to see the email? I'll tell you what, okay, SPF, because I'm not sure anybody else is interested, to be fair. Contact me privately, and I will send you privately the email that I was sent by YouTube today showing the community strike, showing the video being removed, and giving the reasons for it being removed. And they are very directly related to, I don't want to use the word, but a medical intervention that is available to prevent you from suffering overly bad effects from a thing. Contact me privately. I will send you that email quite happily. Diddly do. The Macmaster shows what he earns quite often, says Ross. Yeah. Fassel Food earned £20 a month, but we got busy with some other stuff. Oh, for God's sake, SPF. Boaty, give some proof of your community strike reason. Is it because you changed the title of that last live stream after the live stream, not the reason you and others said? God, what's your problem, mate? You see, some people, SPF and anybody else who's interested, will put their money where their mouth is. I am one of those people. Right, get ready. Take a screenshot if you want to. Hi, Boaty's world. Blah 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 blah. Didn't follow community guidelines to help keep our community safe. We removed it from YouTube. What we found, we think your content didn't follow our medical misinformation policy. Content that poses a serious risk of egregious harm by spreading medical misinformation about currently administered vaccines that are approved and confirmed to be safe and effective by local health authorities and the World Health Organization isn't allowed on YouTube. Read policy. You can see an example at 01 hours, 49 minutes, and 44 seconds, although there could be other instances. Blah, 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 blah. We use a combination of automated systems and human reviews to detect violations of our blah, 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 blah. Review your content and the policy. After your review, you can take our training, blah, blah, blah. Appeal if we get it wrong, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. God, some people. Oh, Daz Smith, a new channel member. Thank you very much indeed. Very grateful for that. You're right, Mustard. I don't need to prove anything to anyone, especially someone anonymous. Just for the record, says Emma, it was comments in the chat that caused the issue and not a topic Boaty chose to talk about himself, correct? Oh, not this again. Nobody cares now, says Paulie Galtieri. Don't talk about it. You'll get me done again. God. Oh, just had a thought. I don't recognize the name SPF. Do we think that SPF could be the person from Sunday using another name on a different account? Maybe that's why they are so interested and so determined to show that it is not. Ah, now then. Now then. What do you reckon, Mary Huff management team? Emma says, yep, that did cross my mind. I'll check it out. Oh, Jimmy Quinn, I love it when you I love it when you cut to the chase. Right, let's do some detective work. Could be making sense now, couldn't it, darlings? We don't give away any management secrets on live. Fair point, matron. Right, I tell you what, I will end it and bugger off because you've got things to do and I've got things to do. The management team will carry on with this behind closed doors, and I will bring you up to speed in another live or somewhere else. Or oh yeah, lots of applause for Jimmy. All right, okay, thank you, matron. Oh, Mustard. He left a really heart-wrenching comment on my Facebook post. My heart really went out to him, to be honest. I need to do something about Ron. Bless him. I do. My heart went out to him when he wrote that. Right, I tell you what, let's wrap it at that, shall we, darlings? Let's wrap it at that. I've got a new channel member. That's wonderful, isn't it? That cloth, yeah, I know. Right, thank you, darlings. Thank you for your company. Thank you for your time. Let me wish you all a safe and peaceful night and a really well, a decent day ahead. I hope there's a little bit of joy to be taken from it somehow, somewhere. Take really good care of yourselves, take care of those that you love and who love you. And if you possibly can, join me again tomorrow. I'll be back, same time, same place, 11 o'clock, and it will be Thursday night live. So, yeah, 11 o'clock tomorrow, the candle will be relit. Until then, much love from me, and of course, pachoo! And indeed, bosh.